The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 596 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the silver edition of the Luxury Noc playing cards. So, no further ado, take a look and see what we get. As you can see, it is in that like metallic gray kind of tuck box. There was a little bit of shiny silver foiling there on the front there, which is really reflective in the light. And it says Noc, the Luxury Collection, 52 premium playing cards. And then on the side, there's nothing really except for little embossed details of like little hearts there. Then on the bottom here, you got your information, which is the Noc Luxury Collection, and it is a collaboration between Riffle Shuffle and House of Playing Cards, manufactured by Cardomody, made in the EU. And on the back here, just that same design from the sides of the top box there that wraps around. And then for the seal, you got a fully custom seal. So it says 52 premium playing cards, Noc, the Luxury Collection, and that seal wraps all the way from the back all the way to the front with the same design there. And then on the top, there's that same kind of spade or heart design there. Now that we take a look at the tuck box, time to look at the cards. And as always, we'll press down that seal, grab one of our handy dandy card openers, and just crack this open. There we go. On the tuck flap and the inner tuck flap is that same design. Now we take the cards out of the box. And as you can see, on the inside of the tuck box, it's more like just like a silver kind of chrome kind of color. Nothing too crazy there. But now that we take a look at the tuck box, take a look at the cards. And these cards are wrapped up, so I have to figure out how to unwrap these real quick. Okay, now that we have those unwrapped, and now we'll start with the back design here. So here we have a mirrored back design with the standard white border. And well, it's not really much of a design there, but it is a classic Noc style there, just in the more luxury style with that silver foiling there. There with the little thin silver border going around it as well with that standard border. And if you flip it over, same design in both directions. A pretty nice one. If you're a fan of the color silver, these are pretty nice. These are actually really nice. But now for the cards here. Here we got the first Joker. It says Joker, Joker there. Then you got that silver. I'm pretty sure it's silver metallic ink, maybe? But it says, if it's not upside down, it says 52 premium playing cards, Noc, the Luxury Collection. There. Then you got a second identical one. There. And these are made by, it said by Cardomody, so it has a different stock and finish. As you can see, like the little weave of it. And then you got that custom Ace of Spades there with that big metallic silver spade there in the middle. It says the Luxury Noc Collection, Riffle Shuffle times House of Playing Cards. And then the rest of the cards are just standard, nothing too crazy there. And we got the core cards here, Jack, Queen, and King of Spades here. And you got that red and silver colors, a little bit of silver. It might be like a faint silver metallic kind of colorway. And you got the diamonds, which are just standard. And you got that custom gray or silver and red colorway for the diamond. And then the clubs are also that same custom colorway. Clubs are just standard. And lastly, the hearts. Once again, that custom colorway for the core cards. And then you got the standard hearts. And then the last two cards in the deck, you got the blank face. And you got the extra Queen of Hearts. Now let's look at the cards. Time to test the handling. Overall, I gotta say they're pretty like smooth straight out of the box. They're definitely on the slightly more thinner side. There. But there's definitely gonna be no issues with the handling. They're super smooth. There. Even with the different stock and finish on it, like they feel really no difference. Like too much. There. Like to some people they might feel a little bit different, but like overall, they're still like fantastic for the handling. And then I use a shiny giant fan. But there's one thing I gotta say, when I'm shuffling these up, they're definitely on the more thinner side, because when you see me try to riffle, there we go, that's a better riffle, but they're definitely a thinner card, so if you don't like thin cards too much, then you wouldn't really like these as much. But they're still handle pretty nicely. And once again, use that nice shiny back design there. And then you got those pretty much standard faces. The core cards, as always, like on most cards, have custom colorway, even if they're pretty standard. There was a little bit of silver metallic ink there. But overall, they're pretty standard there. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And this has been day 596 of your daily deck review. And this has been the silver edition of the Noc Luxury Collection. Yeah. And they're from Riffle Shuffle and House of Playing Cards. And I'm the K Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.